Business leaders within the Democratic Party putting more pressure on the president to do something to fix record high gas prices that are hurting the workforce and cutting into companies' bottom line. Here's Javier Palomares. He's the president and CEO of the United States Hispanic Business Council.
You're absolutely right, Megan. In this economy, no family is safe, no industry is spared. These energy prices were rising to begin with. And the funny thing about rising energy costs, it's like an invisible tax. All of a sudden, everything costs more. Manufacturing, production, transportation, even farming fertilizer costs more. And so what we're seeing is that obviously the American family is feeling it, but more than anyone, American small business is feeling it. We were already dealing with the after effects of COVID, with still challenges in the supply chain, now an 8.5% inflation rate, where we're used to maybe 1.5, 1.8. We're seeing 8.5 this year. And on top of that, these skyrocketing energy costs. It's really untenable for the American small business community.
Yeah, one problem compounded with another, and still everybody looking for a solution here. A recent Wall Street Journal poll found 83% of Americans believe the economy is poor or not so good. We're talking about an overwhelming majority here. Can this administration restore Americans' faith, or is it too late and the damage has already been done, maybe even for years to come?
I don't think it's ever too late to try. But the reality of it is, to a large extent, we're dealing with a self-inflicted wound. We're bleeding out from that self-inflicted wound. You know, on his first day in office, President Biden shut down the Trans-Canada pipeline, and that's what began what we're seeing today. That, I think, decision based on political promises doesn't look that great today. I think he needs to get out of the echo chamber. I think he needs to listen to the American small business community and let us advise his strategy. Let us inform his strategy for how we get ourselves out of this.
Zooming out here, just today, the World Bank lowered the forecast for global growth from 4.1% down to 2.9%. The bank also warning that many countries could fall into a recession as the economy slips into a period of stagflation. How long can Americans expect to be in this economic turmoil?
What I'm focused on is trying to get, as a Democrat, trying to get this administration to listen to the American small business community. If you don't want to listen to us, listen to your own party. Listen to senators like Joe Manchin, who is a business-minded Democrat. Listen to Energy Secretary Granholm, who herself said that, yes, we need to maintain our goal of decarbonizing, but do so in a responsible fashion, in a sustainable fashion. In the meantime, we actually need to increase our oil and gas production to meet the needs of the American family and to ensure that we don't find ourselves dependent on foreign adversaries for our own fuel and our own energy.
Well, you mentioned this a couple of times. Do you not feel heard on Capitol Hill?
Not at all, unfortunately. You know, we do appreciate the efforts that this administration has illustrated time and again, but I really believe that this president, who I still believe in, would do well to quit listening to his little circle of advisors, get out of the echo chamber, listen to American small business. It's important to remember that 70% of all jobs in this country, new jobs in this country, are created by the small and medium-sized businesses, not the huge corporate conglomerates. It's my constituency of American small businesses that are paying the taxes, driving this economy, and creating the jobs. As we go, so goes the American economy. And we just want our administration to listen to what we have to say.